Hi everyone, Heather here with astrologywithheather.com, and I am back with a different kind of video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a project I've been working on that I'm super excited about and I'm super excited to tell you about. And the reason I created a separate video to discuss this project is because I didn't want to overwhelm you with a bunch of information in the middle of one of my weekly forecasts or something like that where I normally make my announcements about things like this. And also because I wanted to take the time to explain to you what this is and how it can help you, especially during these sort of crazy times that we're in. Right now, we're in a period where a lot of people are changing their path very abruptly and unexpectedly. And I'm seeing a lot of people who are losing their jobs or having their hours cut, who are planning to either turn their side hustles into a business or working on discovering their passions and directing that into important projects and plans for the future. And so this guide is something that can absolutely help you to be successful in whatever it is that you're creating. And so I felt like this is a really great time to just share this with you guys. And so I'm initiating the pre-order beginning today for my Electional Astrology Summer 2020 guide. And what this is a very comprehensive resource to help you to choose the best times all summer long for any projects, any plans, anything super important that you want to create, you want to establish, you want to initiate, that you want to be successful. I want to help you to enhance your success and the potential for success. And so what this is let's backtrack for a second and talk about what electional astrology is first and foremost. And so electional astrology is the art of choosing the best timing based on planetary alignments in order to ensure your success in anything that you want to initiate, in any of your projects or plans. You can use electional astrology to enhance your success in starting a new business, or in starting a new job, or in buying a home or making a major purchase. You can utilize it to enhance your success in important communications, submitting applications for things like schooling and education, or even job applications, job searches, things like that as well. You can also utilize electional astrology to enhance your success in creating good travel plans, right? And making sure that your travel goes smoothly. You can utilize it for planning a wedding and making sure the wedding goes smoothly. You can utilize it for all sorts of things, even things like beauty treatments or when to get a haircut. All of these things can be enhanced by selecting the best timing, not just in the astrology of the moment, but also by looking at how this aligns with your own personal chart. And so in this summer 2020 electional astrology guide, I have created a huge resource. It's kind of overwhelming, what I've put together, because I've gone into a lot of detail in looking at June, July, and August, the entire summer. And I'm going to be doing this for every season from here on out. And I've created a really in-depth electional astrology calendar that includes a lunar calendar. And that's going to look something like what I've pulled up right here, where I go through the lunar phases, I go through the void of course moon periods, I go through the planetary ingresses and the planetary stations. I also have a key here where you can very quickly at a glance look at the best and worst electional days for the month of June, July, and August. And so this is your at a glance calendar. And this is something that I actually created like a little test calendar for April for myself, just to kind of work through the kinks and figure out how I wanted to format this. And I'm constantly going back and looking at it, and even, for my professional practice in astrology and for my own plans and things that I'm, planning to do for the month ahead in April. And so I'm using this resource that I created, and my husband's using it, and he is not an astrologer, and he's finding it very helpful as well. So I wanted to do a little test before we got into it. But in addition to this, there's a written guide for each month where I go really in detail about the most important planetary aspects that'll be occurring through the month. I give a little rundown of the energy for the month, and then I go into really great detail about the pros and cons of each of the best electional dates, what those dates are good for, and maybe what they're not so good for. There's also information about specific times during that date, and I give conversions for different time zones so you can utilize the best energy of the best days so you can truly enhance your potential for success in anything that you want to establish or create or initiate during that time. I also have a key to help you work through the lunar cycles and to work through the different transits of the moon through different signs and what those are going to be best for as sort of a separate resource. But the written guide is going to go into really great detail for each month, and it also includes additional information on the decent astrology days, which are sort of the backup days or good days to use for less important things, and also which days to completely avoid. And in the summer, there's actually a lot of craziness going on. And so, part of what I'm doing here is helping you to ensure that your endeavors will be successful even amidst a Venus retrograde, Mercury retrograde, and an eclipse season. Even though there's a lot going on this summer, there's a lot of craziness, I'm going to help you navigate that. And if you choose wisely and if you utilize the best energies during these periods, you can still be successful even when it would otherwise be a chaotic time period. And so I'm going to help teach you how to do that. And so in addition to this written guide, I actually have a webinar for every single month of the summer where we go into a detailed forecast, an overview of the energy for the entire month, the ups, the downs, the twists, the turns, what the month in general is good for, the planetary shifts and what those mean, planetary placements in the houses, or not in the houses, in the signs, and what that indicates for your electional astrology and for the things that you want to initiate and create during those times. And I go really in depth into the charts that I've chosen for you for all of the best electional dates. Each month is going to have at least 3 electional dates. I'm aiming for 5 or 6 if I can. In the summer this year, it's a little bit trickier, but I've still come up with some really great dates for you guys. So the number of good dates are going to depend on what's going on astrologically for that month, because I'm going to choose as many good ones as I can. And I'm going to choose at least 2 to 3 times that are going to really enhance the energy and mitigate any potential pitfalls or problems associated with the energy of that day. And I go into great detail explaining these charts and what they can be used for and how to utilize this energy. And so that's going to be a part of this as well. And so this is hugely detailed. And then the final thing that's going to be included in this is an overview of how to go even further, how to utilize this energy for your chart, how to compare what's going on in the astrology to what's going on in your chart with your transits in the moment. So that way you can double check and make sure that even though this is a really great electional date, there's not something super crazy or challenging going on in your chart that might mitigate that good fortune, that good energy that you're putting into whatever it is that you're creating. So I'm going to walk you through how to look at that, how to look at your own chart and compare it to the chart of the electional time that we're choosing. And again, we're going to go into detail about what these charts are best suited for. And so you can pick which days are going to be best for your specific activities, for the specific things you want to accomplish and be successful in all summer long. And so I'm really excited about this. I've seen how electional astrology works in real life. If you are initiating something that is truly in alignment with what you desire, what your purpose is here, if it's something that you're deeply passionate about and you have the best astrology to back that up, you can be hugely successful. And so timing is everything when it comes to initiating important actions. And I've seen people still become very successful when they initiate actions at a weird time, but they usually have to overcome more challenges and obstacles. We can alleviate that with electional astrology. I've also seen people really passionate about something and having really great ideas and feeling like this is something that they need to be doing, but they choose, poor timing and maybe it doesn't take off, or maybe they have to redo something, or maybe, they end up not actually achieving their goals that they wanted to achieve. And that could very easily be mitigated by, again, choosing the best timing. And so this is why I'm so passionate about electional astrology. I've been playing with this since I started learning astrology. It's one of the first things I started looking at was the moon and the phases of the moon and the aspects to the moon and, timing things based on the moon. And then I built up from there. And that's sort of how I built my electional astrology practice and the way that I work with clients. And in this guide, I'm giving you pretty much everything I would do for a client who's coming to me for specific purposes, wanting an electional chart for a business or a marriage or whatever it is that they want to accomplish, which happens quite frequently actually. And I'm giving you 80% of the process, as much as I possibly can without actually going in and doing your chart for you. And so, anyway, this is going to be released on May 9th, so you'll have plenty of time to get in there and to start planning your summer with this guide, and you can pre-order beginning now. And the pre-order period is going to be now through May 9th. I'm going to give 20% off of this guide now through May 9th. And as an additional bonus, this week only, I've decided that I wanted to give you guys an extra discount. We're in crazy times, and I want you guys, as many of you as possible, to be able to be successful and benefit from this information. That's truly my goal here. And so I decided to give you guys an extra $10 off. So you're going to get a full 40% off of this guide now through the end of this week, through April 4th, or the end of next week, I should say, through April 4th, using the coupon code listed down in the description below. And so you can find that down below. You can find the link with additional details about the guide. And if you have any questions, comment below. You can email me. And I hope that you guys, enjoyed hearing about this. I'm really excited about it, probably more excited than you guys are. Because I've been wanting to do this for so long, and I've just needed to make the time to make this happen. And I finally have done it, and I'm finally there. And I'm really excited about this because I really feel like this can help a lot of people. So thank you guys so much for watching this video and sticking with me while I ramble on. And let me know if you have questions. Feel free to email me as well. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with the weekly forecast. Bye, everyone.